Welcome back. We ended meditation one with Descartes wondering whether perhaps he can't know anything at all for certain. Remember that he started on the project of the meditations saying that he wanted to see if there was anything that he could know for certain on which the rest of his beliefs could be based. And if not, he was worried that everything that he believes may be false, that he may be wrong about anything. He says, I've been wrong about many things before, and unless I can find some solid foundation for my beliefs, I'm worried that I'm wrong. I could be wrong at any moment. So that's been his project. And he considered the senses as well as his logic and reasoning, knowledge that he has apparently by the senses, that is by what he sees, hears, tastes, and so on, and also knowledge that he apparently has by reasoning or by logic or by math. And in all of those cases, he found reasons to doubt. He found out with logic and math that the only way he could be confident in his reasoning is if there is a good God who basically has made him such that he's not wrong when he engages in a process of thinking. If he's wrong about that, if he's wrong in believing that there's a good God and instead he's been created by some more imperfect process, or even by some all-powerful evil being that wants to deceive him, which he says, I can't rule that out. That might be the case. He doesn't have a proof against that, at least not yet. And so for this reason, he says, I might be wrong about everything I believe. He hasn't yet found anything that he can be certain of. And at the beginning of meditation 2, he summarizes this condition. He writes, yesterday's meditation has thrown me into such doubts that I can no longer ignore them, yet I fail to see how they are to be resolved. It is as if I had suddenly fallen into a deep whirlpool. I am so tossed about that I can neither touch bottom with my foot nor swim up to the top. Nevertheless, I will work my way up and once again attempt the same path I entered upon yesterday. I will accomplish this by putting aside everything that admits of the least doubt, as if I had discovered it to be completely false. I will stay on this course until I know something certain, or if nothing else, until I at least know for certain that nothing is certain. And so this is represented on this slide by our having moved a number of things that our beliefs are based on, such as the senses, logic, and math, or a belief in God, from the believed beliefs column over to the suspended beliefs column, which is working as a kind of shelf to hold our beliefs until we find some good enough reason to believe them. And until we do, we're just going to treat those as things that we can't be certain of. Since we're looking for something certain, we've moved them over in order to keep track of what we can be certain of and can't be certain of. So far, it seems like we can't be certain of anything, and that's why Descartes says, maybe the only thing I'll know for certain is that nothing is certain. And at this point, Descartes makes a reference to an ancient Greek mathematician, Archimedes, who famously claimed that if you gave him a lever and a fulcrum, that is a place to balance the lever, then he would be able to move even the earth. So here we have Descartes describing that he's looking for something similar, basically one firm place to stand in order to be able to develop the rest of his beliefs. So he says, Archimedes sought but one firm and immovable point in order to move the entire earth from one place to another. Just so, great things are also to be hoped for if I succeed in finding just one thing, however slight, that is certain and unshaken. So he's on his way to finding this, actually. He believes that there is something he can be absolutely certain of. He just hasn't found it yet by the end of meditation 1 and the very beginning of meditation 2. So where Descartes is going is as follows. He, in meditation 1, found reasons to doubt basically everything that he believed up to that, had believed up to that point. And so all kinds of things that he believed going into the meditations are now in the suspended belief category. But in Meditations 2 through 6, that is the rest of the book, he's gradually going to reconstruct his set of beliefs, but he's going to construct it now in a different way, in a way that is, we could say, well-founded. It's no longer going to be just an accidental collection of beliefs or a collection of beliefs that aren't resting on a secure foundation. Now, when he finishes with the Meditations, he's going to have built his beliefs on a solid foundation. So the first step of that is finding the foundation stone, or the sort of the foundation for the rest of the construction. He has to find at least one thing he can be absolutely certain of that he can build everything else on.